On today's episode of Remarks with Republicans, I'm Colin, and today I'm joined by Carissa Bryant, a candidate for 9th Judicial Circuit Judge. We talk about her legal background, what motivated her to run, and how she views the role of a judge in our court system. So let's dive on in.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, Yeah. Yeah.
Remarks with Republicans is starting right now. For those who haven't met you yet, who is Carissa Bryant?
I am a wife, I'm a mom, a lawyer, a Christian, and a farm girl from right here in West Central Illinois. I'm from McDonough County.
What inspired you to go into law, and what has kept you passionate about serving the justice system?
Well, I think I've wanted to be a lawyer since I was maybe in 3rd grade. I always want to be right, or if I know I'm right, I want to make sure everybody else knows it. Just kidding. I really like helping people, and I'm passionate about that, and I love sticking up for other people, maybe not so much myself, but other people. And so if I can help somebody and use my knowledge in the legal system to help them through either the worst times of their lives or one of the worst times in their lives, that's what I want to do, and I want to make sure that they have a fair chance.
You're running for Chief Judge Kavanaugh's seat. What made you decide that now is the right time to step forward?
Well, if not now, when? So when he announced his retirement, I said, I'm ready. And I've been an attorney for 14 years almost, and I have loved every second of it. And now I'm ready to take that to the next step. I am also very concerned with how things are going right now in our state. And judges have to apply the law as it is written, but judges also have discretion. And so it would be my goal to try and help keep everyone safe and make sure they can protect themselves and their family while applying the law as is written, while using my discretion.
For viewers who may not know, what does a circuit judge in the 9th Judicial Circuit actually do?
So each circuit has circuit judges. The 9th Circuit is made up of the Hancock, McDonough, Fulton, Knox, Warren, and Henderson counties. Each of those counties has 1 or 2 resident circuit judges that are elected by the people. There's 2 at-large circuit judges in the circuit, which means that they're over all of the counties, all 6 of the counties. And so I'm running for one of the circuit judge at-large positions. And circuit judges oversee, not only do they sit on the bench and make decisions and do all of the things that a judge does, they also oversee the day-to-day operations of the court, make sure everything is going smoothly. They adopt administrative rules, and they make sure that everything with the legal system in their circuit is going well. Associate judges are hired, for lack of a better term, or appointed by the circuit judges. So circuit judges are actually voted on by the people.
What do you see as the biggest strengths of the 9th Judicial Circuit, and where do you think we can continue to grow?
I think our circuit has been excellent at making sure that technology is used in the courtroom in the most efficient way possible. We have taken advantage of all of the grants that we can to get technology in the courtroom. We have the ability to put not only exhibits up on large projectors and take digital images of those so that either the judge, the witness, or the jury can see them, but we also have Zoom with advanced cameras so that we can attend court anywhere. For instance, prior to Zoom being available for court, if I was in Hancock County in the morning at 9 o'clock, there was no way I could be in Knox County at 9:30. But with the advancement of the technology, I'm able to appear via Zoom, one or both places. And so I'm able to actually service the whole 6 counties in a more efficient manner, which I think moves cases along faster, and it also helps people get their issues resolved faster.
What experiences in your local career best prepared you to serve on the bench?
I've had a lot of experience in the courtroom. I'm a litigator, so I've done everything from juvenile cases to appointed criminal cases. I've done municipal cases, civil lawsuits, family law, custody law. And so because I have such a diverse background, that would allow me to have a diverse vision from the bench. I'm not specialized in just one area of the law.
How has your courtroom work shaped your understanding of fairness, access, and due process?
During my time in the courtroom, I have seen firsthand how important it is that everyone has equal access and fairness from the bench and equal treatment through the justice system. And that's one of the core beliefs that I hold. I don't think that you should be limited to your access to justice because you maybe don't have the money or the knowledge or the ability to hire an attorney. And so equality, justice, and fairness are three things that are very important to me.
What mentors or role models have influenced the way you approach the law and public service?
I would say that a lot of local attorneys in the circuit have influenced me, and each one has really played a role in who I am today, whether that is a lesson that they taught me because I made a mistake and I will know better next time, or because they've gently guided me. Either way, any experience with any of the local attorneys and local judges throughout the time that I've been here has shaped me in some way and made me a better person and a better attorney.
In rural counties like ours, the court plays such a big role in people's everyday lives. How do you see a judge's role in supporting community trust in the justice system?
So I think the most important thing is to be kind and to be truthful and be respectful of everyone. I'm comfortable in the courtroom. That's the place I'm the most comfortable in. But most people have either never been in a courtroom in their life, or if they have, it's been a really bad experience. And so when they walk in and they see somebody sitting on a bench up higher than them and they're in this black robe, and it's very serious because the justice system is serious and we have an amount of decorum, just even a smile or treating someone fairly or with kindness, I think soothes them. And just letting them know that they will have an equal chance in front of me and it's not a big and scary thing, I think is the most important thing.
What issues facing Hancock, Henderson, McDonough, and the rest of the Ninth Circuit matter most to you in this campaign?
What matters most to me right now is the safety of not only our citizens, but our law enforcement officers. And right now, I think things are a little out of control. And I would like to see more control. I would like to see the violence stop. And I would like to see more use or better use of pretrial issues.
How will you ensure court services remain accessible to people who represent themselves or live in more remote areas?
Like I said earlier, I think it's great that the Ninth Circuit has been on the cutting edge of technology. And I think if we continue along that path and continue to bring in the latest and greatest of what we have, that's going to be the best thing that we can do. We even have, in Hancock County, we have real-time translators for anyone that is Spanish speaking so that we don't have to wait on a translator to have a court case. They're real-time. That was something that we've gotten from a grant. And so if we continue down the path of using the technology to be able to be accessible to everyone, I think that we're in great shape.
How would you describe your judicial philosophy in a few words?
My judicial philosophy in a few words: fair, firm, consistent.
What does impartially mean to you as a judge?
Impartiality to me as a judge means that I don't prejudge anything, and that regardless of my personal feelings or beliefs, that I have to apply the law as it is written. Again, there is some areas where discretion can be used, and I would certainly expect to use my discretion to the fullest extent that I can, but at the same time apply the facts to the law and make sure everyone gets a fair say on their case.
How should courts balance tradition with the need to modernize, especially with technology and case flow improvements?
So again, the technology has been great. However, traditionally, we would have evidentiary hearings or hearing where there's testimony we wouldn't have via Zoom. And although I know that there are times where that's necessary if someone is an out-of-state witness or they're unavailable. I prefer the tradition of having in-court testimony because I don't think that being on Zoom or at a computer really gives you the gravity of the decorum and the seriousness of our judicial system. And so I think that's kind of the balancing act. What do we do via Zoom and what do we do in person and hold that tradition? And so evidentiary hearings that are highly weighted on witness testimony, I really feel like, to the extent that they can be, should always be in person.
If elected, what are your top priorities during your first year on the bench?
My top priorities during the first year on the bench would be to make sure that we continue down the streamlined access to justice path, to make sure that everyone that comes into my courtroom has the ability to make sure that their voice is heard, and to make sure that everyone knows that they have a choice on the bench.
What has been the most rewarding part of the campaign so far?
The best part of the campaign so far has been meeting and talking with people. I am an absolute people person, and I love meeting new people. I love connecting with them. I love seeing if we have small connections. And I also love listening to what their view of the judicial program is like, because there's a lot of things that people don't know. And what I've come to find out on the campaign trail is a lot of people don't know that judges are elected by them and that they do have a say in who's making those decisions.
What have you learned from talking with voters across the Ninth Circuit?
The biggest thing that I've learned is that they don't know that they have a choice in who's making decisions based on the law. They think that judges are just put there, which associate judges are appointed, but they don't know that they can vote and they have a say in the circuit judges. And so the more I meet with people and the more I explain that to them, I feel like the more they understand that, oh, I do have a say in how these laws are being applied. I do have a say in who is making decisions from the bench. And I think that's very important.
What do you want voters to know about you that isn't obvious from campaign materials?
I want voters to know that I am who I am, and I am an open book. And so I live my life being truthful, and I have very strong convictions, and I intend to carry that with me to the bench.
Coffee or tea?
Boosted tea.
Early bird or night owl?
Neither one.
Favorite local restaurant in the Ninth Circuit?
Ooh, I've got a lot. I like any hometown restaurant that's not a franchise. I love going to Tink's in Blandonsville for breakfast. It's amazing. I love going to the American Grill in Lewiston. I love Monocle's. All sorts of restaurants in Macomb. Here in Carthage, we've got The Wood. We've got Los Charros. I really enjoy food, and I enjoy local food. So I can't say that I have just one.
Favorite Illinois season?
Summer, for sure.
Go-to comfort meal?
Go-to comfort meal. Probably macaroni and cheese.
One word people would use to describe you?
Outgoing.
Book you recommend to everyone?
She Said Yes, which is the Cassie Bernal story about the girl that was asked if she believed in God just before she was unfortunately shot at Columbine in the 1990s.
If you were an attorney, what job would you choose?
I don't know. I think I've never wanted to be anything else other than an attorney, but if I think about it, maybe a farmer. I've got a small hobby farm, and I love my animals, so maybe I'd be a full-time miniature cow and miniature sheep farmer.
Most memorable courtroom moment?
My most memorable courtroom moments come when we're at the end of a case and either the judge has rendered their ruling or an agreement has been read into the record, and seeing my clients' shoulders drop and just seeing them finally relax and the sigh of relief is great for me. And when they thank me, they hug me, and they cry, that's when I know that it's all been worth it. That every late night, every fight, every month, every sheet of discovery has been worth it, because I have made a great improvement in their lives.
Okay, and final question. What's one thing you always keep in your bag?
Lip gloss.
Thanks for speaking with me.
Thank you, Colin.